Hi guys, welcome to today's Legal 101. It is a Tuesday and therefore it is on tax law. We are going to talk about confidentiality as it pertains to KRA. Now, confidentiality as a concept for organizations is very important. Number one, it just ensures an organization is compliant, okay, with laws and regulations. Number two, it builds the reputation of an organization. Investors look at you as people who can be trusted. Clients look at you as people who can be trusted. You don't want to be the organization that is known for carelessly disseminating information which you have no business doing. And of course, if you're such an organization, then you are exposing yourself to the hefty fines that are issued by the Data Protection Commission. Now, as it relates to KRA, let me just lay our foundation. Of course, KRA's CEO is the Commissioner General. They are appointed by the Cabinet Secretary of Finance. And as the CEO of the organization, they take part in the day-to-day activities of the organization, which means that they have to know who is employed to work with them, meaning the heads of the department, other staff such as employees. Now, as employees who form the vast majority of KRA, it is in your best interest to understand that confidentiality is extremely important at your job. In fact, even after you have left KRA, and actually in many organizations, after you have left, you're expected to keep the information you learned there confidential. Now, when it comes to us taxpayers, we so much of our information is available to KRA. And for example, if you're being audited as an organization, you might have to surrender certain documents to them that generally are considered confidential, like invoices, like receipts, like agreements, because sometimes you're the holder, as a taxpayer, you're the holder of this documentation. And so if there is an assessment notice raised against you or your organization, then it is in your best interest to produce everything you have to say, okay, fine, this is the taxes that I have paid. You can see I'm always compliant, or I have not been compliant, and I will do X, Y, Z to stay compliant. So you're the one who is the holder of that information, and therefore you have to give it out when there's an assessment or there's an audit for that information to be skimmed through. Now, of course, you will surrender it to the Commissioner General, but of course they cannot do everything all the time. They will delegate to the heads of the departments, heads of all the other employees, all the other staff, and so you need to know that your information is safe, which is where the provisions of Section 6 of the Tax Procedures Act come in, where the Commissioner General and all the employees of KRA have an obligation to keep that information confidential. Now, the game changes if whatever it is you were doing was fraudulent. You are dealing in corrupt dealings as a taxpayer, then they have to share this information with the authorities in charge of investigating such conduct. If it escalates to court, they have to share this documentation with the court. But generally speaking, where they have to share this your information with a third party, then that third party has to seek written consent from you as the owner of this documentation, or from whom the documentation emanated. They have to ask for your consent. Yes, so that marks the end of today's Legal 101. I don't know if tomorrow 10th will be a public holiday, but if it is not, see you for tomorrow's Legal 101. Okay, so bye.